everyone. Namaste. How are you all? Are you okay? I hope so. Now we will be together for one period doing our English lesson of grade 7. Are you ready for this? Very good. Now just remind me, okay, or let's remind what we did last time. Do you remember what we did last time? Yes, we are about to finish our unit 6. Today probably we will finish it. Okay? Well, now today within this period we will do English unit 6, grammar second, speaking and writing second. Okay? And all other things that remains at the end. Are you ready for this? Now for this, keep your book, exercise book and everything you need ready with you, okay? Very good. Well, now let's start with the first task. And before we do this, I just want to remind you what we did last time, okay? And do you remember what we did? Yes, finally last time, yes, we did that one, that is, we read second reading 2, that is circus elephant. Is it so? Very good. Okay, now after this, page number 82 of your book will be there today, doing grammar second. Okay, we'll start with that. Okay, now come to grammar second. What is there? In grammar 1, you remember we practiced using simple present tense. Okay, and in grammar 2, we will do if sentence, if conditional, okay, or that is also called first conditional. Here we will be practicing simple present tense conditional. Okay, now grammar 2, study the following sentences. See there, in your book there are 4 sentences given. Are there? Okay, let's read them. What is given is, if the circus elephant is freed. Do you remember circus elephant we did last time? Yes, very good. Okay, if the circus elephant is freed, it will walk to the jungle. Second sentence, if the elephant walks to the jungle, it will find its friends. Third, if the elephant finds its friends, it will become happy. And last sentence, number D, if the elephant becomes happy, I will be happy too. Well, here you can observe sentences. There are 2 parts in these sentences. First part before comma and second part after comma. Is it so? Okay. Now what is there, what sentence, what structure is used in first part and what structure is there in second part? Just observe and find it. Okay. What tense is used? Well, this first part is also called if clause. Okay. If part, let's say. The part where there is if. The part where there is conditions. Okay. And second part is the main part, main clause. Okay. So we call it if clause and main clause, or if part and main part. Okay. Now just study the structure of first part and second part, or if part and main part. Okay. Well, what is there? What is there in the in number A? In question number A or statement A, the first sentence, what is there in the first part? There is freed, or is simple present is used. Is it? Good. Second, B, if the elephant walks to the jungle, what structure is used? Very good. Simple present again, or present simple. Third one, if the elephant finds its friends, there, yes, there also simple present or present simple. Last one, the elephant becomes happy. That is also okay, present simple. Now here you can see if clause and main clause, or you can just call it if part and main part. If part means before comma, but one thing I want to remind you, if part may not always comes before main part. Main part may also come before if part sometime. Okay, so remember that one thing, the part where there is if clause, if condition, okay, that is called if part or if clause. Okay, now in first sentence is there in if part, and main part will walk. Second, in if part walks is there, and main part will find. Is it so? Very good. Third, if part finds, main part will become. If part in first sentence, number D, is becomes, and main part will be. Is it so? Okay, now you can work out the structure from here. How is it used? Can you find? Okay, very good. It's easy now, isn't it? Well, in if part only what tense, what aspect is used? Very good, simple present. And main part, will plus, what is it? Okay, infinitive, okay, or what we call verb 1. Is it? Well, if clause, in if clause, if, and then subject is there, the circus elephant, similarly the elephant, okay, so these subjects are there, and after that verb is in present tense, okay, present simple. Then in main part, will plus infinitive, or will plus verb present. In verb present also infinitive without s or es, that is called infinitive, okay, what we call verb 1. Okay, now can you write other sentences using it? Well, now there in your book in activity B, this is given, isn't it? Choose the correct response for each of the sentences. Is it? Now you can do it very well. Now remember that if part sets condition, and if that condition is met, second part will probably happen. Okay? Okay, so here you can see if part you space greasy food, you will become large. Now will plus this infinitive is given on main part. So in if part what should be there? Eat or will eat? Certainly that is eat. Very good. Okay, eat is the correct answer, is it? In the same way, if your sister goes to Paris, she space a good time, has or will have? Okay, this is will have. Why? Because this is main part. So you can see here goes to Paris, this is in verb present, present simple, and there should be will plus infinitive, will have. Okay, now in the same way you can do others. Do it please, just write, give right mark. Okay, now if he space that, he will be sorry. What is there? What should be there? What is the correct one? Okay, that is does. If he does that, he will be sorry. Is it okay? Now next one, number D. Well, what is it? If I leave now, I will arrive in Kathmandu by 8 p.m. Similarly, number E, you space on your test if you don't study. What should be there? Now remember please, here if part is on second half of the sentence, isn't it? So main part comes in the beginning. Is it so? So here if you don't study is the if part, here present simple is used. So this is the main part. So what do you use here? Okay, you use won't do well. Won't do means what is it? Will not do. Is it? Okay, next one. They won't know the truth if you space them. And what do you use here? Okay, certainly that is don't tell. Okay, if you don't tell. Now, next, number G. If I bake a cake, space have some. Will you or do you? Okay. If I bake a cake, space have some. This question form, isn't it? Well, and then if part is in the beginning. Now, second part, what should be there? Do you or will you? Okay, certainly that is will you. Good. Now, finally, number 8, if he space you, will you answer the phone? Will you answer is given in main part. So, first part, what should be there? Will call or calls. Okay, that is calls. Very good. Okay, you have done very well. Okay, that is the structure. You know, this is called if condition in simple present tense. Okay. Well, next thing we should do is, now what will happen in the following situation, or what will you do, or what the people will do in the following situation. Okay, complete these sentences. Are you ready? Okay, now just write instantly, or you can say loudly. Okay. Well, what will happen? Number A, what will happen if you win a game? What will happen if you win a game? Now, answer is, if we win the game, or you can also start with if I win the game. Okay, this is if part, and main part, I will. Okay, or we will, you can use. Now, if you use we here, you can use if we win the game. What may be your answer? If we win the game, we will be happy. Good. We will be happy. We will get some prize. Is it so? If we win the game, our teachers will be happy. Okay, you can use any, but use it in simple future or will plus infinitive. Use there. Okay. Okay. Now, next one, number B. What will you do with the money if someone gives you 10,000 rupees each? Okay, each of you are going to get 10,000 rupees. Now, what will you do with that money? Suppose, if somebody gives you, now, if someone gives me 10,000 rupees, or if I get 10,000 rupees, now continue from here. Okay, I will what? Write full sentence or just say loudly. If I get 10,000 rupees, what is your answer? Okay, I will give it to my parents, or I will buy some books. I will save it for future use. Okay, whatever you write, that is correct, but remember the structure. Okay. Well, number C, what will your parents do for you if you get the first position in your examination? Okay, what will they do? So, if I get the first position in my examination, then my parents will what? My parents will be happy, or my parents will buy me what? A wristwatch. My parents will give me, or my parents will take me to where? One place, you can say. Well, so this thing you can use here. Okay. Okay, next one. What will you do if your parents leave you alone at home during a day? Okay, if they leave me alone at home during a day, I will read a book. Okay, then others, I will watch television. Similarly, I will write some essays, I will watch a movie. Okay, I will listen to some songs. Okay, whatever you do, you can write. using will plus infinitive. And last one, what will happen if you tease a dog? What happens? What will happen if you tease a dog? Just throw a stone to the dog, or anyway you tease the dog. If we tease a dog, or if I tease a dog, it will run after me, it will chase me, it will bite me. Okay, that way you can do. Okay? Okay, you can do it very well, can't you? Okay, now that is grammar we did. Now next thing we should do is speaking. Okay? Well, now here in your book, page number 63, these speaking activities are given, and then there are some pictures. Are there? Okay. Let's see those pictures. Look at the pictures and say what they want to be. Just looking at the pictures, you can just guess and say what they want to be. Well, this is a person, his name is Pemba. Now, looking at it, what can you say about him? What does he want to be? Okay, he wants to be a pilot. Very good. He wants to be a pilot. Similarly, second picture, which she is Neetu. Okay. What does she want to be? Can you say? Yes, okay. She wants to be a teacher. Very good. Okay, she wants to be a teacher. Third one, he is Dinesh. Good. And what does he want to be? Looking at picture, you can say he wants to be a doctor. Good. He wants to be a doctor. Well, in the same way, other pictures. Next one. Well, she is Nabina. You see? And what does she want to be? Looking at it, you can say, what is it? Where can you find it? In a quote. Is it? Now, she wants to be a, yes, she wants to be a lawyer. She wants to be a lawyer. Nabina wants to be a lawyer. And this boy, his name is, yes, Himesh. What does he want to be? He wants to be an athlete. Good. Athlete. Or you can also say he wants to be a player. Okay. Now finally, there is another person, okay, sitting here, and his name is, what is it? Okay, Jai. What does Jai want to be? He wants to be a good director. Okay, movie director probably. Okay, he wants to be a movie director. Well, now we did it. Now, next thing we should do. Now, work in pairs, take turns to complete the sentences. Okay. Now, A says incomplete sentence, you should supply the remaining part. B should supply remaining part. Okay. Example is given. Let's read. If you, A says, if you want to be a doctor, B says, you need to study hard. Is it? If you want to be a doctor, you need to study hard. So, this becomes a sentence that is, if you want to be a doctor, you need to study hard. Is it? So, the first part, A initiates, A sets the condition, and B completes the sentence. Is it? Now, it becomes like, if you want to be a doctor, you need to study hard. Is it? Well, now, do you want to try once? Okay. Now, please, some of you can say, if you want to be a doctor, and others say the remaining part. If you want to be a doctor, you need to study hard. So, the sentence, it becomes a sentence like, if you want to be a doctor, you need to study hard. Okay. Now, in the same way, there are questions in your book. Are there? Well, number A. If you want to be an engineer, okay, now you should complete. Next one. If you want to be a pilot, okay, continue the sentence. Third one. If you want to be a driver, okay. Similarly, if you want to be a teacher, please keep thinking what you need to do. Okay. Next one, number E. If you work hard, and last one, if you don't sleep well. Okay. Now, see here. Here, number A, B, C, D. They are related to if you want. They begin with if you want. That is also condition. Okay. You need to answer in the same way as given in example. You need to study hard. Is it so? And number E and F, they sets condition. Okay. You should answer them, or you should complete the sentences in the way you studied just before in grammar section. Okay. Subject plus will plus infinitive. Okay. That way. Well, now, do you want to try? Trying? Okay, complete them. Okay. Just write this thing. If you want to be an engineer, well, here, if you want to be a doctor, you need to study hard. In the same way, you can complete. But here, if you want to be an engineer, you need to study hard. If you want to be a pilot, you need to study hard. Well, everywhere it becomes similar. So, write different sentences there. Okay. Different ways of completing it. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Now, you have written it. Now, let's see some sample answers. Okay. Now, write this way. Number A says, now in the beginning, number A says, if you want to be an engineer, now second part, you need to be good in mathematics. Okay. You need to be good in mathematics. Well, so the sentence is now, the full sentence is, if you want to be an engineer, you need to be good in mathematics. Is it? Okay. Next one. Number B. If you want to be a pilot, B says, you need to study science first. Okay. You need to study science first. Now, the sentence becomes, if you want to be a pilot, you need to study science first. Is it? Now, number C. If you want to be a driver, what should be there? Or what have you written? Well, if you want to be a driver, B says, you need to pass the driving license test. Is it so? Okay. Now, another, number D. If you want to be a teacher, now, B says, you need to love children. Is it so? Okay. You need to teach well. You need to develop teaching skill. Okay, that way you can complete in any way you like. Okay. Now, number E. Here, rather than need, you need to write will plus infinitive structure. Okay. The one you learned before. Number E. If you work hard, what will happen? Okay, B says here, you will pass your exam. If you work hard, you will be successful. Is it? So that way you can complete. Now, last one. Number F. If you don't sleep well, A says, and B, you will feel sleepy tomorrow. Okay. If you don't sleep well, you will feel sleepy tomorrow. Okay. Well, so this way you can complete. Can you do now? Very good. Okay, you can do. Well, now next thing we should do is writing second. Okay. Let's do it. Be ready. What is there in your book? Okay. on page number 64 of your book, there is writing second. One task is given. Okay. Well, what is there? What is given there in the beginning? A farmer wanted his sons to be hard-working. Read how he made his lazy sons hard-working. Put the verbs from the brackets in the past forms to complete the story. The complete story is almost given, but few things lack. Well, here these things, okay, verbs are not in proper tense. Okay, you should write them in proper tense. Okay, use them in proper tense and complete the story. Can you do it? Yes, you can. It's easy, isn't it? Just you need to write, just copy all the sentences, but while you are writing, just write the verbs in past tense. Okay, past forms. Okay, now let's do. Once there lived a farmer in a village. There lived a farmer in a village. Live, live is given. What is the past form of it? Yes, that is it. What? Lived. L-I-V-E-D, lived. So that way you can complete the story. Okay. Once there lived a farmer in a village. He be very hardworking. What is the past form of be? Was and were. But here subject is he. He takes was or were. What does it take? It takes was. He was very hardworking. He have 3 sons. Past tense of have is had, isn't it? Good. He had 3 sons. That way you can write. Okay. Okay. Write in your exercise book. Copy the story using appropriate forms of the verb. And then your story becomes like this, is it? Or not? Okay, now your story is like this, isn't it? Once there lived a farmer in a village. He was very hardworking. He had 3 sons. They were very lazy. This worried the farmer. He wanted his sons to take care of his fields as he did. So, one day he called his sons to his side and said, "Dear sons, there is a great treasure hidden in one of my fields to make sure that you 3 never go hungry." After a few days, the farmer died. After that, the sons decided to search for the treasure their father was talking about. They took the farmer's spades and mattocks and dug every portion of their field hunting the treasure. But they found nothing. A friend of their father saw this and suggested that they should sow some seeds. They accepted the suggestion and did the same. It rained well that season. Days passed. The fields rewarded their labor with good crops that season. The sons realized that their father's hidden treasure was. Realized what their father's hidden treasure was. From that day on, the sons started working hard. It is like this, is it? Okay, now copy it in this way. Okay? Well, now one task you should do here is write a short story you have heard or read using past tense. Okay? Any story you have read somewhere in your textbook or any other book, or you have heard from your friends, parents, grandparents, sister, brother, anyone. Okay? Well, when you write the story, use past tense. Begin the story in the following way. Now, beginning is given. Once upon a time, there, okay, that way. There was an old man, okay, that way. There was a small girl, Once upon a time there were people, some people in the village that way, okay, who were worried about that way, okay. You can continue. Whatever story you have heard, you can write. Well, next thing, at the end of your book, what is given? A project work is given, isn't it? Well, talk to 5 different people from your locality. Ask them what 5 things they would like to have. Create a table and write need or want next to each thing. Also give reasons why you think so. Share it with your friends. When you do it, the table is given in your book, is it? So you can just write numbers, okay. Well, for example, number 1, well, just below that name you can write someone's name, okay. For example, Sitaram Shrestha, okay, name. Things they would like to have, okay. Now, he wants to have a house, maybe. He may not have house, so he wants to have a house. House. And then need or want. House is want or need. It's a shelter. What is it? Good, need. It's a need. Is it? Why need? It is needed for living. Okay? Well, it needs for living or survival. Is it so? Or you can also say survival. Okay. In the same way, you can also write another person may want a mobile phone or cell phone. Is it need or want? It's a want. Why? Without this also you can have a survival. For survival it is not needed. Give reason that way. Okay? Okay. Now, so you can ask ask some people 5 different things they need, they want, and then complete this table, okay? Well, now, finally, there is extra bit. Read the story below to find the answers to these questions. Is it so? Now, questions are, what was the problem with the boy? What did his father give him? What do the holes in the wall mean in the boy's life? Okay? And then the story is given. Well, controlling anger is the story. Once there was a young boy. This boy had problems controlling his anger. When he got angry, he would say the first thing that came to mind, even if it affected people. One day his father gifted him a hammer and a bundle of nails, then said, whenever you get mad, hammer a nail into the backyard fence. In the first days, the boy used up half of the nails. Over the next week, he used up fewer nails until his temper was under control. Then his father asked the young boy to remove a nail for each day. He didn't lose his temper. On the day when the boy removed his last nail, his father told him, "You have done good, boy. You have done good, boy. But can you see the holes in the wall? The fence is never going to be the same. Likewise, when you say mean things in anger, you will leave a scar." Okay, he said. Okay. Now, the questions are, what was the problem with the boy? You can find problem here and write, okay, answers. Can you find? Okay, do it as homework. And second question, what did his father give him? Find it here. Where is it? Okay, it's here, is it? One day his father gifted him a hammer and a bundle of nails. Well, in the same way, what do the holes in the wall mean in the boy's life? Finally, you can see here. Is it so? Well, You can see the holes in the wall. The fence is never going to be the same. Now there is scarce, are some spots. Okay, so now what do the holes mean? Okay, now this is the end of this unit. Is it so? In this unit we did 2 reading lessons, we listened to we did one listening task, similarly speaking, and 2 grammars. Okay, grammar 1 and grammar 2, and we did some remaining part and we finished the lessons. Now we'll meet another lesson and the time for another lesson. Okay, so till then, have a good time. Bye bye everyone.